NFL on the Run podcast. The project is co-financed by the European Union.
Hello, I'm Mara Arvai from Hungary. I'm representing JOPA, Youth for Participation Association. This podcast is about sexual education. This is a really sensitive topic. And of course, it includes several subtopics under sexual education. I have two wonderful guests today from really different organizational background. I would like to ask you to introduce yourself. So, Carmen, first, I would like to ask you to say some words about your background and who you are.
Hello, my name is Carmen. I come from Ambitia Institute, Slovenia. We are supporting young people and also adults in their nonformal learning. So we take all the topics and we try all the methods.
Thank you. Évi, who you are?
I'm Eva Jazimicki from Szeged, from Hungary. I'm a teacher. First, I'm learn history, so I'm a history teacher, but I never teach history. I'm dancing from little childhood and time, and my job is teach folk dance. I'm in an art school called Dr. Martin György. He's a big dance keeper from Europe and Africa. So we are so proud to take this name.
Thank you. Our topic is very huge, but when we speak about this topic, it has several layers. And in some countries, there are really huge differences that how we tackle or what we let to young people to understand regarding sexuality, regarding gender norms. Your organizations both have several very nice examples, useful ones for different age groups regarding different elements of sexual education. Carmen, may I ask you to share some good practice, how you support young people to understand gender norms, how they should respect each other or how they should handle their own sexuality?
Well, the first thing we did like a few years ago when we embarked this big and long journey was we realized it's not just about young people, it's also to very much help the youth workers and educators to get their own skills, how to support them. Because the thing is that they didn't have a proper sexual education themselves. So we had to give them chance to check first how much of a taboo is a sexual education in there and how much they feel confident and competent and also comfortable to say that talking about sexual education. And we were surprised to see that, adults thought, well, nobody told me anything about sexual education, so why do I need to speak to young people? They will learn on the way, which is a stupid thing. And then you also see how much misconceptions about sexual education adults have. So our first step was basically to help and support adults, so the educators, youth workers, trainers, and so on, to understand the complexity of sexual education. So for our base, we took the UNESCO list, which is basically not just sexual, but it's also reproductive rights. So this was the base of our research. And this is really a comprehensive topic. It's not just about reproduction and contraception. It's not just about sexual orientation. It's also about how the body is changing and developing. Then there's, like you mentioned, gender roles. Then there is a safety, there is a sexual abuse, there is an intimacy, relationships, love. So we try to put all that, and we have created a very important and very comprehensive training course for the teachers, for the youth workers, and so on. We have prepared a manual with several very useful methods that are very different and diverse, from very cognitive to artistic as well. So this, and then we have also developed educational cards that youth worker can use on its own or can use together with young people on a specific topic. And they can either have some challenges or questions for the reflection, QR codes to some very important and useful tools and materials. So it's a lot of stuff that you can research when you do that, when you go to the sexual education.
Thank you, Carmen. Could you mention one example for either a method that you feel that it was really successful for some reasons, when you use this with a certain group of young people or one person? So like some concrete example that we can understand a bit better what type of method you improved and you developed during this project, some concrete one.
Yeah. For instance, I can mention 3 very briefly. It's not the method that's different. Role playing. We used the role play as an activity where we could address certain topics and certain, for instance, sexual abuse or sexist jokes and stuff like that. So we would put participants of the training course to be a victim and to be a bully, for instance, and then how you would handle that. That's kind of a role play thing. And then we also did, this was very interesting exercise actually, when we put a piece of paper on the floor, a long big one, and we let participants really draw and express with many colors, no shapes, no borders, what is intimacy. Because then they could see that some people have no problems expressing themselves what is intimacy, while the others had a real big blockage. But what is intimacy? And so they had to go very deeply to understand what the intimacy is to them. And then they had to express themselves through art on a piece of paper about that.
Do you have any method regarding gender roles that focusing on the roles of a woman or a man or any other option?
Yeah, we actually created a museum with many different experiences from the different cultures and also from the past. For instance, we did not know that, 150 years ago, pink color was addressed to a male, while blue was for a girl, and now it's somehow reversed, So we would give this fact and we would let people discuss about that. And also we realized that Europe is so small, yet so diverse, and you could see that the gender roles are so differently explained and practiced in each country. So this was very interesting method also in the intercultural setting, because they were able to discuss, okay, a woman is a woman. She has a place in a family in Italy, while, for instance, in Germany, it's like, but we're equal. So yeah, this was very interesting.
Thank you very much, Carmen. Evi, I think you have, as you represent the folk dance field, if I know well, through dance, you have some message about gender roles as well to young people when you are teaching them. If you can explain some of these methods or dance, how you can use dance as non-formal educational tool to support the different or recognize the different gender roles for the kids.
When we begin the rehearsal, we always make circle to be eagle. The circle is for the eaglesy. And we always want them to be one boy, one girl, one boy, one girl. I'm sometimes be angry that they don't understand this rule. Okay, the boys want with the other boys because they can do some funny thing during the dancing, or the girls want to talk to the others. But for the practice, it's better to be one boy, one girl, and to feel that I have a boy in my hand, I have a girl in my hand, and it's okay. I'm girl, but here boy. I'm boy, but she is a girl. So it's to feel the normality to take hand. This is the first. When we play games, we tell to them, the rule is the boy must choose girl. The girl must choose boy. It's not a figure practice. It's a playing time at the end of the rehearsal. But we make a little to get to each other, to get to the boy, to get to the girl in this time also. We have a confidence play that the boy and the girl connect with 2 hands. And first time, one of them is the boss, the leader. And don't tell nothing to the others what I want to do with you, but with the hand, with a little small press to let know the other what I want to do with her. It's good for confidence and good for to be in pair with a girl, with a boy. We want to know for the boys that they are the boss with figures. They have to do a lot of jump and clap and do acrobatic figure. But we girls are connect with them and hold them and make them support to do this jump better. It's nearly in adult dancing, but in the little boy and little girl, with this hand in hand, with this connect, can learn to be good couple dancer in adult time. The Hungarian dance is, someone said that about the man's dance, but the man's dance for the girls. They want to show the acrobatic for the girls. In the traditional area, when there was a dance house, they want to have musicians, they want to have dancers in a room somewhere in a village. They first dance the boys. They do the good things, the beautiful things. The girls look at them. If a good dancer can choose by the girls, they think about in the whole time, in the lifetime, he do this figure good. He may be a good father, a good man in the lifetime. So they choose each other. The boy dance for the girls choose from the boys. So they know and learn about the dance, how in the whole life the persons will be. That is, we want to show to them, to teach to them that the couple will be good together, and the one is with the two with the one. They make good things together.
Thank you, Evi. I think you have a challenging job to do in this modern world, because you, as a folk dance school, you represent a traditional way of thinking about gender norms. How do you support young people? What is your educational background? What you explained right now, it's a dance, figures, with a really strong meaning behind. Do you support young people to understand the meaning of these traditional gender roles behind the dance figures, or just they are learning it unconsciously, meanwhile they are rehearsing?
I think they learn it during the practicing, during the rehearsal, when they are in roles and they look at us, how we dance. They look themselves in the mirror. And when we teach them, it's necessary to teach them not only one person, but with the couple, teach to them the couple dance. And
sorry, this couple is all the time male and the female
yes,
dancer.
all the time. We have dance woman, so it's okay, it's natural. The old ladies dance together, or a lot of women dance in a round together. So it's life that all women dance together. But I mean that when a man and a female dance in front of the boys and girls, they show to them how to touch, how to turn, how to make support. So we show, and they feel it, I think, and they learn it and feel inside.
So I think we can say that the dance is really a good non-formal educational tool, because with movements you are expressing several feelings,
yes,
emotions, and through these feelings and emotions, the kids are learning what's supposed to be a role of a man,
yes,
and what's supposed to be a role of a woman,
yes,
in the traditional gender norms.
Yes.
Thank you, Evi. During this project, we shared several methods, examples, good practices with each other from different fields. Is there anything that you can consider that it can be useful in your work, that you can learn from each other? Carmen, please.
Yeah. Actually, when I was listening to your description of what you do, it's really important to say that even in more liberal approaches, it's not traditional, we don't neglect the fact that tradition has its purpose. You know, male and female have a role in society. So it's not like the liberal approach is completely negating the tradition. But what I like here, maybe what I was listening, is this touch that is important, because we can see that there is a time in the young people's life when they do not want to touch, because I'm not going to touch a girl,
yes,
you know, it's
yes,
disgusting.
Yes.
And I think this is nice. Also to have a way of touch that it's not sexualized, because you are a human being, you need maybe a hug, which does not necessarily mean anything. So it's important to also incorporate the touch in the work we do. So I think that's also very, very nice. So thanks. I will put it back into my agenda.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Carmen. Evi, did you get any important or useful
Yes.
information for yourself and for your organization?
Yes, I think we can have a little time for speak or draw the intimacy and about this topic.
So like a bit supporting the intimacy in your dancing classes.
Yes.
Ah.
Yes.
Thank you very much, ladies.
Thank you.